It started with a whisper. A shaky tweet from an unverified account claimed Ozzy Osbourne had died in his sleep. No sources. No photos. Just silence. And silence on the internet is louder than noise. Within 2 hours, TikTok was mourning. Within 4, Twitter was arguing. Within 6, fans gathered outside the Osbourne mansion in Los Angeles with candles, guitars, and Sharpies. Some wept. Some sang. And one just watched. He was always watching. His name was Vinny Reyes. Age 29. Metalhead. YouTuber. Conspiracy whisperer. His channel didn't just cover celebrity gossip. It dissected it. Resurrected it. Obsessively. Vinny wasn't like the rest of the fans. He didn't believe Ozzy was gone. He believed Ozzy had been replaced. And by the time Ozzy finally went live, 2 days later, very much alive but visibly confused, the internet was already convinced he was a digital avatar. Just a simulation. Just a cover-up. And Vinny? He was no longer watching. He was already gone. They found him outside the Osbourne estate, just past 2 a.m., slumped against the black iron gate, body cold, throat opened like a page from one of his notebooks. The scene was quiet. Too quiet. A portable cassette player lay beside him, still spinning. The song? Feels So Good by Chuck Mangione. A strange choice. But not random, because next to the cassette, there was a notebook. 1 page. Torn. Labeled in red ink. The false departed. 5 names. Sandler. Mangione. Franklin Richards. Crossed out. The press called it a suicide. The LAPD called it a performance. But the FBI knew better. Because Vinny wasn't the only one. Backtrack a few months. Talia Sandler, Adam Sandler's oldest daughter, had just wrapped her freshman year at NYU when she noticed something strange. A man, tall, quiet, wearing a Happy Gilmore Never Died hoodie, kept showing up. Outside class. Outside her dorm. Outside her father's press appearances. He never spoke. Just stared. Eventually, she filed a restraining order. Vinny Reyes. They pulled his name. Warned him to back off. He didn't listen. Instead, he uploaded a video called Adam Sandler's Secret Ending. It wasn't satire. It was a manifesto. In it, Vinny claimed that Happy Gilmore 2 had been in the works for decades, but the original script ended with Gilmore faking his death to escape Hollywood. He said Talia had inherited the script, that it was buried somewhere in Malibu, that the real Sandler was already gone. Comments poured in. Some laughed. Most didn't. One of them wrote, "We offer the echo. Let the silence respond." No one paid attention. They should have. 3 days after Vinny's body was found, a girl collapsed in a Sacramento movie theater. They were showing a teaser trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. She'd wandered into the restroom and never came back. Security found her curled in a stall, breathing shallow, eyes wide. In her hand, a matchbook. Burned into the cover were the letters, Emmy Lives. She wasn't alone. Her Discord chat history revealed she'd been part of a server called the Tribute Circle, a secret group dedicated to honoring celebrities who had been replaced. Members believed that the entertainment industry was filled with AI-controlled puppets, digital ghosts of artists who had either died quietly or were exiled. The solution? Tribute. Sacrifice. Echoes. They called it offering the silence. And Vinny's death was their first offering. By now, Talia Sandler had gone into hiding. Adam Sandler canceled interviews. Chuck Mangione, who hadn't performed in over a decade, released a bizarre voice memo on social media. "I don't know what they heard, but it wasn't me." Then came the Perry theory. Matthew Perry's death in 2023 had been ruled accidental, but the Tribute Circle believed otherwise. They pointed to passages from his memoir, obscure references to Friends episodes lining up with real-life events, dates, initials, hotel numbers. Someone posted a YouTube breakdown titled, "Perry Predicted the Purge." It hit 2.1 million views in 48 hours. Someone out there was keeping score. Detective Lainey Greer led the investigation. She didn't buy into cults or conspiracies. She believed in patterns. And the patterns were clear. The tribute circle wasn't just sharing theories. They were coordinating. Each death hoax was followed by a tribute. Each tribute by a near-fatal echo. Candles lit in specific sequences. Music playing on loop. Cassette tapes, VHS boxes, burned photos. Digital grief turned ritual. The break came when Greer's team uncovered a backup Discord archive. Thousands of messages. Some are encrypted, some chillingly blunt. Next tribute, Sandler's Girl. Mangione's concert was a cover. Ozzy never came back. They stitched him from old footage. Vinny was the first echo. We need more sound. Greer's team acted fast. 3 members of the circle were arrested in a sting at a hotel in Nevada. Inside their room were wigs, burner phones, and a printed copy of Matthew Perry's memoir, highlighted and dog-eared like a religious text. One of them, a 22-year-old dropout named Ember Riles, confessed on the spot. Her voice, captured in the interrogation room, never wavered. "We didn't kill him. We released him. Vinny was already gone. The silence claimed him. We just gave it shape." Do you know what it feels like to love someone who doesn't exist anymore? They made us believe, but they never told us when it stopped being real. The world moved on. News outlets covered the story. Podcasters debated whether it was a mental health crisis, a cult, or something darker. But something never sat right. The original list Vinny left. The false departed. It had 5 names. Ozzy, Sandler, Perry, Mangione, Franklin Richards. 4 of them were obvious. But Franklin Richards? He was a fictional Marvel character. A kid with godlike powers. The son of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Greer asked herself, why him? And then it clicked. In comics, Franklin Richards had the ability to create entire realities, to bend existence with his imagination, to make dead things live, or worse, to make imaginary things real. Maybe it was a metaphor, or maybe, just maybe, it was a prophecy. 2 weeks later, Greer received an envelope. No return address, just a flash drive. Inside was a video, low-res, time-stamped, dated a week before Vinny's death. It showed a man standing in a candlelit garage. Behind him, a wall of red string. Photos of Ozzy, Sandler, Perry, Mangione, and in the middle, an old Happy Gilmore poster. The man speaks once. They replaced sound with silence. And now the echoes scream. Then he strikes a match, and the screen goes black. They never found out who sent it. Some believe it was the 6th member of the tribute circle. Some say it was Vinny's final message, scheduled to auto-send from a dead man server. Others think the circle never really ended, just evolved. These days, whenever a celebrity death trends too quickly, when a tribute song drops just a little too soon, people wonder, was it a glitch or an echo? They say legends never die. But maybe it's not the legends we should fear. Maybe it's the believers. Because obsession doesn't end when the body is found. Hence, when the last candle flickers out. And in that moment, when the silence is too loud, something else begins to listen.